Hello everyone, welcome to Analytics with Asmi. Data modeling is one of the most important feature used to connect different multiple data sources in Power BI using a relationship. Relationship means how data sources are connected with each other by which you can create a data visualization. So in today's video, we are going to see 4 simple steps to convert your flat file into a data model. First, let us understand data modeling optimization in simple terms. It is a process of transforming flat data file into a model data file which works efficiently, and the best way to do that is using a star schema. Now, what is a star schema? It is an approach to develop a data warehouse which is divided into dimension and fact tables in a star shape. That's why it is called as a star schema. So if you look at a diagram right here on the right hand side, the one which are highlighted in the red, these are the dimension tables, and the center one which is in blue, which is a fact table. Now let's see what is the difference between fact and dimensions. Fact tables are your aggregated numeric data of a specific event. This table holds a core sales transaction data. It includes attributes like sales, customer ID, product ID, profits, etc. Fact table is include two types of fields. First is key column and second is fact column. In key columns we will get the foreign keys like order ID, customer ID, and in fact tables we have numeric or aggregated data like sales, profit, quantity, etc. So in fact tables there are foreign keys, and in dimension tables there are primary keys. So let's see what are the dimension tables. Dimensions are your metadata relating to those facts. These tables provide context of sale transaction. Like customer dimension contains customer information like customer name, customer surname, and so on. Product dimension holds the product details like product name, product category, product subcategory, and so on. And geographical dimension contains geographical details like country, city, area, and so on. So the dimension table contains a descriptive data like customer details, product details, or a geographical details, and it has a hierarchy data like country, states, city, area, etc. So this is the difference between the fact and dimension tables. Now you understood the basic data modeling concept like what is data modeling, what is star schema, what are the fact tables, dimension tables, what are the difference between them. Okay, so now I am going to share with you 4 simple steps to break down your flat file into a data model. Yes, you got it right, just 4 simple steps. Guys, if you don't know what is a flat file consists of a single table containing all the columns needed for the analysis. And the 4 simple steps to convert a flat file into a data model is: first is duplicating the queries, second is removing the column, third step is removing the duplicates, and fourth step is building the relationships. So these are the 4 simple steps to convert your flat file into a data modeling. Now let's see practically. Here I have opened the PowerBIDesktop and I have imported the data from this get data option, and I have imported the Excel file which is a flat file. Now in the data view we can see our flat file. So here we can see there are near about 20 columns. So the first column is order ID and the last column is profit. So you have to understand the data first and understand each and every column and which are the fact and which are the dimensions in this we have to check. So let's check which are the fact and dimensions here. To make you understand better, we have created this Excel file. Here we can see that there are 20 columns. So these are the 20 columns. So first 4 columns are the fact table. So first column is unique identifier for the order, then order date, ship date, and ship mode. So this can be considered as a fact. We can create a fact table for this. Then next 3 columns are telling about the customer information. First is a customer ID which is a unique identifier, then customer name, and then customer segment. So we can create a dimension table for these customer columns. Okay, so these 3 columns will come in this dimension table which is a customer dimension table. Okay, now next 6 columns. Okay, these are telling about the geography: country, city, state, postal code and region. So name of a country, name of a city, name of a state, postal code and name of a region. So we can create another dimension table for the geography, and we will take these 5 columns in that geography dimension. Next 4 columns are telling about the product details. So product ID is there, product category is there, product subcategory is there and product name. So all these are related to the product. So we can create a third dimension table related to the product, which are telling the product details. And the last 4 columns are the transaction details like sales, quantity, discount and profit. So these are the aggregated or a transaction details. Okay, so we can consider it as a fact table. So in fact tables we can get this 4 column and this 4, total 8 columns, and we can create 3 dimension tables: customer dimension, geography dimension and the product dimension. Now let's see practically how we can do it in a Power Query editor. So to create a dimension tables in Power Query editor, we have to go to a Power Query. So this is a data view. We'll go to the report view. In the report view, in the home tab, here you will get the option as a transform data. So if we click this, the Power Query editor will get open. So let's click this transform data. Now you can see the Power Query editor is open. In the left hand side you can see this is our query, which is our data, and here in the center you can see our data is present. All 20 columns we can see here. Right, now we have to create a dimension table. So first dimension table what we are going to create is a customer dimension. So the first step to create a dimension table is duplicating your query. Right, so for the duplicating your query, what you have to do, you have to go to the left hand side, this in the query pane, and just click on this query and click this duplicate. Then your query will get duplicate. Now our query is duplicated and we have to create a customer dimension here. So what we'll do, we'll rename this, okay, as a customer dimension. Okay, now in customer dimension we are interested in just 3 columns, as we have seen earlier. We just need customer ID, right? Click this, then press Ctrl and click customer name and customer segment. We are interested in these 3 columns because in customer dimension it will tell about the customer information. So the customer ID, customer name and this segment, customer segment, is important for us. Rest of the column we don't need. So let's check the rest column. So it's also checked. So let's uncheck this. Yeah, and here again we'll check this customer ID, customer name and customer segment. So we have to take only these 3 columns and remove other columns. So we'll click again and we'll remove the other column. Just click this remove other columns, then all the other columns will get removed. I'm clicking this. Now you can see only 3 columns which are telling the customer details. Now the second step is, first step was querying, duplicating the query. We did it, we rename it. Then what we have to do, we have to remove the duplicates. For that what you have to do, you have to select all here and you have to remove the duplicate. So for removing the duplicate, what you have to do, you have to go here and here you will get the option like remove duplicates. Once you do this, now the step is applied, which is removed duplicates. So all the duplicates present in this are removed now. Okay, if you want to do, you can do make it ascending or descending. Okay, so I am making it descending, or you can make it ascending as well. Okay, as per your requirement. Now this is done. So second step is done. First step was duplicating the query. Second step was we removed the duplicate from the dimension table. Now once we have done this, we have a unique entry which is specific to a specific customer. there is no duplicate present in this. If we consider our master data here if you can see, we are not having the unique value of customer ID here category, product name, region. Here you can see we don't have a unique ID. Here the customer ID is repeating. Okay, multiple times that customer has ordered different products here and different orders are placed by him. So this is the foreign key here, and in customer dimension this is the primary key. These are the unique identifier now. Okay, now first dimension table is done. Now let's create a second dimension table. Second dimension table is a geographic one. Okay, so again what we will do, again we will duplicate the query and we will rename this as a geography dimension. Geography dimension. In geography dimension we have seen that there were 5 columns, right? So what we are going to do, so we'll check here for so here we will take the ID as order ID, right? Then we'll take here the country, city, state and postal code and the region. Okay, so I will click left again and then remove the other columns. Okay, now here you can see all the other columns are removed. Now we have to remove the duplicates. So again what we'll do, Control E to select all the columns, and I will go here in the home tab, remove rows, and I will remove the duplicates here. Now all the duplicate is removed, right? You can make it ascending or descending as per your requirement, right? Now the second dimension table is also ready, which is a geographic dimension, which are telling about the geographical details like country, city, state, postal ID and the region. Now we're going to create the third dimension, which is a product dimension. So what we will do, we are going to do again, we'll go here and duplicate the query again, and here we will see the product. So where is the product? So here is the product ID. Press Control, category, subcategory, product name, and what else? That's it. So these are the 4 columns here. We'll click right and remove the other columns. Now here we are getting the 4 columns which are telling about the product details. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will select all these and remove the duplicates. Duplicates are removed. You can see the applied step in this remove duplicates. Okay, now we have to rename this column. We will rename it as product dimension. Okay, so we have created, this is our fact table and these 3 are our dimension table. Customer dimension, which are telling about the customer detail, geography dimension telling about the geographical details, and these are the product dimension telling about the product details, right? And we have removed the duplicate as well. Okay, now the next step is to remove the columns in the order table. Now we have created a dimension table, so we don't need that columns here, right? So we have to remove that column. For that, what we have to do, we have to keep the keys here and remove the rest one. So what we are going to do here, first order date, ship mode, then you have to remove the, if it is selected, So what you have to do, we will remove this country, city, state, postal code, then the region, then we have to keep the keys like that. Okay, so customer ID we have to keep, then we have to remove this customer name, segment. Okay, and in product also we have to keep the product ID because it will act as a foreign key here. Okay, and the primary keys are present in the dimension table. So here we will remove the category, subcategory, product name, and that's it. So I will click left and remove the columns. Yes, now here you can see all the columns are removed, only we keep the IDs and rest of the column we removed as we have created the dimension table for that. So in this fact table now you can see only the key columns are present, which are the foreign keys, and all the columns which are related to the transaction details or aggregated. Okay, numeric data is present, and the descriptive data is present in customer detail, geographical detail, and the product detail. So this is how we have created the fact table and the dimension table. Now let's do close and apply. Now here you can see on the right hand side all our tables. This is the fact table and these are the dimension table. Customer dimension, geographical dimension, we can see here the columns as well, geographical dimension, and here the product dimension. Right, now next step is to create a data modeling. So there were the 4 steps. First was the duplicating the query, second was to remove the duplicates in the dimension table, third step was to remove the columns in a fact table which are not needed now because we have already created the dimension table. Now fourth step is to create a data model. So for that we'll go here. Now here we can see Power BI has created already the dimensions. So automatically they can identify the fact and dimension and they create a modeling for you. So this is our fact table, we'll create here, and these are our dimension table. Now you can see Power BI is smart enough to create this data modeling for you. So it has created this star schema. Okay, this is our fact table in which all the transaction data or numeric data is present along with the key columns. So these key will act as a foreign keys, right? And here in the dimension table, product dimension, geographical dimension, and customer dimension, in these we have a primary keys. This key is having relation with this with one to many. You can see here one to many relationship is there. Here also one to many relationship, here also one to many relationship. So in the dimension tables we have a primary key because they are unique, and here in the fact table we are having the foreign keys. Just remember that it is a fact, that's why it is related to the foreign, FF, foreign and fact. So in fact table there are foreign keys because in interview also they might ask you the question what type of keys are present in fact table, what type of keys are present in the dimension. So you must know all these things. And another famous interview question they might ask you scenario based, like sometimes what happens, they will ask you like we have given you the tables fact and dimension but the relationship is not appearing, so it is not getting formed in this. So what should be the problem? So you have to identify the problem. So you can say that the relation is not happening between this table because there should be duplicate present in the dimension table. So you have to remove the duplicates for that. So once you remove the duplicate, then the relationship will be between this fact and dimension table. So for removing the duplicates there are different methods. Okay, so you can go in the Power Query editor and remove the duplicates and then form the relationship. So you have to give the answer like that. If you remove the duplicates from the dimension table, it might create a relationship between the fact and dimension table. So we have seen that in the dimension table we have removed the duplicates and we get the unique identifier for that column, key column. right? Now we have created this star schema from the fact table. Now you can create the here any visual if you want. So suppose if we are going to see, now this is the product table. What we are going to do, I will take this this chart, bar chart. Here I will take the category here, okay, and in the fact table I will take the sales. Now here you can see we have created this visual by using this fact and dimension table, because they are linked to each other with a relationship, one-to-many relationship. So this is how you have to create a data model by using the fact table. Okay, you have to follow the 4 steps. So which were the 4 steps? First was duplicating the query. Second step was to remove the duplicates from the dimension table. Third step was to remove the columns from the fact tables, and fourth step was to create a relationship in the data model. It might create automatically, otherwise you have to go here in the modeling and you have to go here in the manage relationship and you have to create the relationship. It is not, if it is not formed automatically. Okay, hope you understood how to create a data model from the flat file. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.